Site B was the factory floor. That was on Sauna, 80 miles from Nubla. We bred the animals there and nurtured them for a few months and then moved them into the park.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Now, after the accident in the park, Hurricane Carissa wiped out our facility on Site B. Call it an act of God. But we had to evacuate, of course, and the animals were released to mature on their own. Life will find a way, as you once so eloquently put it.
It doesn't even have Sega.
This is Film Sack.
Hate it. Love it. Hate it.
Oh, sure.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Film Sack. This is Film Sack, mining the very depths of film entertainment for all mankind. This is episode 710. Ooh. I know. My name is Scott Johnson, joined today by Brian. He does not care about his fee. He just wants to hunt a T-Rex done away.
Give me the bowl. Oh, hi, Hyde. This week on Film Sack, we smear our outerwear with little baby dinosaur T-Rex blood and go on Hatari in the lost world of Jurassic Park Site B, where corporate greed and chaos theory meet for round 2. Bite. Now stalking us on Peacock Plus, like some late 90s lysine-deficient sci-fi horror adventure just waiting for us to go to sleep so it can eat our tasty human meat flesh for stealing its baby. Damn it, why are we so delicious and prone to robbing the nest? Now, the running and the screaming, as Ian predicted. Anywho, I think we really missed an opportunity here. The movie should have ended the moment that T-Rex stomped off the unexplained freighter of death, silhouetted against the city skyline, roaring at the San Diego Zoo. Not this time, bitches. Freeze frame. Roll the title. Jurassic Park 3, T-Rex in the City.
Yeah.
Coming summer 98. Sometimes a dinosaur just wants brunch and a rent-controlled apartment. And no kids. Randy? It's not a research expedition. It's a movie. Yeah. It is starting right now. Yeah. Cue the dramatic music and title screen.
Yeah. I like that. It's very nice. Well
T-Rex
done.
in the City.
Yeah, T-Rex in the City.
My fan fiction. I just wrote it.
It rhymes, too, with the with the sex, which I know is what you intended to do there. Also with us, Randy, they had Japanese guys running away like a Godzilla movie in this, Jordan. Movie.
Aloha, Scott. Brian, thanks for coming in early for this police briefing. I'll be brief. Wait a minute, that's not the right one. Hold on.
Yeah.
What did I do with my...
Oh, no, I thought he was kidding. Oh, no.
I did too. I thought this was part of it.
Kidding.
We're screwed.
He's kidding.
We're screwed.
Crap. All right. Thank you for coming to the station on short notice. Here's the deal. Nope, that's not it either. See,
now I think he really is kidding.
This is what happens when you have... Here we go.
We got it. We nailed it.
Got it.
Okay.
Thanks for coming down to the station in the middle of the night. Here, that's it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy being cops in the dirty, disgusting city of San Diego, but tonight you're going to get to make history. A huge cargo ship just crashed into the dock for an evil mega corporation, and we've got word that the ship was being piloted dinosaur. No, I don't mean Richard Attenborough.
Boy,
we're losing him.
Yeah, he was video.
Are you stepping away from the microphone?
Yeah, it sounds like you're stepping away or something. Are you still by your mic?
I've touched nothing.
Oh, it's weird. You may have an auto adjust up and down thing on Windows. You're totally fine.
That's part of it too.
This is part of it too. That's also my defense. I touched nothing.
Yeah. No, I think it's usually because something's auto adjusting. But anyway, you're fine. Continue on. We will make it work.
A huge cargo ship just crashed into the dock for an evil mega corporation, and we've got word that the ship was being piloted by an ancient dinosaur. No, I don't mean Richard Attenborough. This is supposed to be a real dinosaur from 70 million years ago.
I'm assuming he's doing this.
No. He's fine. He's fine. It's not him. It's not him. Keep going. You're good.
You know what? Let's just wrap me and go on.
No, I want to hear the rest of this. I need to hear I need closure. Damn it! Do it.
You're telling me that you can't understand.
Well, it's just the louder you get, the quieter you get for some reason.
Yeah, it's almost like you start talking as you're walking away from us.
Yeah, but now try it. I've adjusted you up. This may fix.
Clean feed is against me.
It may be. I don't think clean feed's doing it, but go ahead, continue.
Just listen to me.
All right, listen.
I need you to get in your cars and go do something and follow these 3 rules. Number 1, don't go to the docks. Hundreds and hundreds of people who work there are just standing around at 3 a.m. and they're barely reacting to the mayhem around them. Leave them alone. Number 2, if you find the dinosaur that's literally killing people and destroying property, don't shoot it, I guess. Number 3, explain to me how we live in a weird directed world where cops don't shoot their guns. Have you ever seen a situation where any animal was present in an emergency and cops didn't shoot it? What is wrong with us?
There you go. It worked out in the end. That all worked out.
It did.
It was perfect.
I want to applaud Randy for staying in character despite technical problems. That is a sign of a true professional.
That's a true pro podcaster right there, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Thank you for giving us the plot to San Diego Dangerous.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. That's great. Also with us, and finally, Brian, don't mess with those little ones, Ibbot.
That's right. Let's get into it. Remember how I did that really long one long song last week, and I said never again, and sorry for doing a long one. I'd make up for it this week. Well, this one's only about 15 seconds shorter. But,
goodness.
Yeah, that's how my songs always start, and then it's followed by the running and the screaming.
Excellent work. Hit that high note, man. That was awesome.
Well, I danced on it. I like... if you throw a bunch of notes at it, one of those will hit that high note.
Yeah, eventually it'll get there. Exactly. That was great. We're talking about the film The Lost World, Jurassic Park. I've forgotten that they did it in that order.
It was the other way around, but it was.
Right.
It's just this, yep.
And there's not a 2 in the title. It is just The Lost World, Jurassic Park.
It's very odd, but...
The Lost colon,
which makes it a little bit weird for how I title it in our archive, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it the way I want to do it. Screw you, Steven Spielberg. Anyway, it's a movie that you all are probably familiar with, but are you familiar with the Fake Fletcher community-driven description of the film? If not, here it is.
On this week's Film Sack podcast,
a research team is sent to the Jurassic Park Site B island
to study the dinosaurs there.
While an InGen team.
Will dinosaurs come to America and get into the pool?
Will dinosaurs come to America and get into the pool?
Will tiny ones eat one of the hitmen from Fargo?
Tune in and find out the hard way.
Find out the hard way.
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 Find out the hard way.
This is how I get everybody's voice in.
It's a really good technique.
Yeah,
yes.
It's about all I got to make sure nobody wasted their time. But well done, everybody. I'm really enjoying these, so please keep those coming. Let's talk about it. Spielberg.
Since it's mentioned right there in the intro, can we jump right to Peter Stormare, or who I recently heard him introduce himself as Peter Stormare?
Yeah.
I don't know what his.
I've said that for years whenever we bring him up, because somebody corrected somebody who is from
Sweden, right?
Sweden, yeah, right. It was oh my God, shoot! It was the artist, the guy who was the artist and really talented dude. We went to Vegas. He's the only person I've ever shared a hotel room with in Vegas and not met them first.
Oh, right. Shit, I forgot his name. It's also a hard
Andreas.
Not the one Andreas, but the other Andreas. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Right. Yes. Super nice guy, and just because I'd talked to him online so much, I was okay sharing a hotel room with him. But anyway, his mother knows or knew Peter Stormare's mother, and so whenever we'd bring him up on the show, he'd be like, make sure, Brian, you pronounce it as Peter Stormare.
Yeah, we never get. I still do it wrong. I see it and I just go.
It's it's like Charlize Theron. It's basically like one of those things where
his the underuse of Peter Stormare in this movie has become the metaphor for the whole movie for me. we barely see him. We almost never hear from him. All we get is him taunting the smallest dinosaurs with a shock stick, and then he runs away from the camera with these rubber dinosaurs glued to his shirt, and he dies off screen. And it's that's the whole movie for me.
Yeah, this is still very early on. I mean, like, this is probably the first thing, really big movie that he was in, right? And then after that, well, besides Fargo, but after that,
I was going to say this was after Fargo, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean,
well after. Only 2 years after. I shouldn't say well after.
Yeah,
2 years. But he'd done a bunch of stuff before this. He was the devil in Constantine. He was the guy that moved the Frogger machine across the street for George Costanza in that episode of Seinfeld.
Oh God, I always forget that. That blows my mind.
I love that, and it's a great role for him too. It's very funny, but he's very much in like tons of stuff. Like I'm trying to think of the Michael Bay movies. I know for sure Armageddon. He's the lone Russian.
Well, I mean later on,
he's gone crazy on the space station.
We'd only seen really before this Fargo and maybe that Seinfeld thing up until this point.
I mean,
this is our seventh. Yes, you're right. I just want to say this is our seventh film sack film, right, Peter.
Yeah, Fargo was 96. This was 97, so it was just 1 year before, and we didn't get Big Lebowski until the next year. Slippery Pete and Seinfeld, Armageddon, also 98.
Oh yeah, he shows up big after that, but yeah, this
Armageddon
is like
same year, right? I think so.
Same year as well. If IMDb is showing the correct date for his episode, then same year.
Yeah, and if you count his time in Swedish films, he goes way back. He's got the
tons. Stuff that looks like you're shopping the IKEA catalog, basically.
Yeah. But you're right. Fargo's kind of that moment of crossover. There's a couple other things, but they're small. And then, bam, things really take off for him.
Just blow up for him. And even in like 2024 alone, he had how many credits in 2024? 6 credits. One of them's a video game, looks like. Another one's a voice acting thing. But he's got Tracker, Elder Scrolls Online, Twilight of the Gods, So Long Marianne, Kill 'Em All 2.
He's great in Elder Scrolls Online. In ESO, he plays this Skyrim King guy. He's very good in there. But 98, he also had 6 credits, including the Seinfeld thing. Just wild.
Up. Yeah.
Him in Jurassic Park 2 is a classic case of this meta trope that we've talked about before, where they don't know what they've got on hand. And another one in this movie is Vince Vaughn. They really just don't know yet that he's going to be a freaking superstar of sardonic comedy.
Yeah.
And so they're like missing out on using him correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we had Swingers before this. Had Vince Vaughn really done...
that was pretty much it, right?
Did we have? Yeah, I was gonna say Swingers, and then this, right?
Let's see.
I mean, as far as like big breakthrough roles, we didn't start getting his raunchy comedy kind of stuff until well after this.
I think his first thing you would know of. Let me just double check here.
It's Swingers.
Is it Swingers? It is Swingers.
Swingers is definitely the start for him. Yeah, because.
And up until this point, I didn't have a real good grasp on Julianne Moore either. I mean, she had been in a couple of things that I had seen, but for the most part, it was like, she's really starring in this one. She's a big part of it.
Didn't realize Swingers was just the year before this. The visual quality of the film is so different, but it's that. I mean, it was because Favreau made it on budget, right? Like he just made it.
Oh my
Kevin
gosh,
Smith credit card style.
I didn't know this, but he was in an episode of 21 Jump Street. One episode. He was in an episode of Doogie Howser, MD. I want to track that down.
No kidding.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone's paying their dues before they get into Swingers, I guess.
A couple after school specials.
Yeah. But I remember the big thing about this one when it came out back in I was super excited about seeing more Jeff Goldblum because he really stole the show in the first Jurassic Park.
Everyone loves Malcolm. Yeah, he's the best.
Yes.
At least he provided the most. What was he? The word of caution in the movie.
He's the counterpoint.
He's our proxy.
Yeah,
basically.
Feels like. Yeah, I mean, super smart, super self-involved, way too lady-driven. Like he's kind of an a-hole in a lot of ways, but he's also the one that's like, you guys are messing with stuff you shouldn't mess with.
Yeah, and not just the voice of reason for the dinosaur stuff, but the voice of reason for his daughter, the voice of reason for
the voice of reluctance.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Stop it.
Like it's
Also, we got to get this out of the way early. I think normally kids in peril can add to a film's intensity and bring the story home. And it worked in the first Jurassic Park with the 2 grandkids. I think this is so shoehorned in with the daughter.
Oh,
I could
actually
not
like
stand
Vanessa Chester's character because she has taken on Ian Malcolm's kind of personality. She's been told her whole life how terrifying everything was, and so she's really reluctant to do stupid crap. And I love that, except for the course,
except for stowing away to
away
the thing.
She's looking for a little adventure, but beyond that, once she gets into it, she's like, "Oh shit, I've made a mistake.
I don't know, man.
Get me out of here."
I just never bought into it. Just felt forced.
In the first minute of Kelly being on the screen, my kid turns to me and says, "Oh, she's going to stow away."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, it's because the very first thing you see in this movie is a family who's, for some reason, landed on a beach with a dozen butlers.
That's
the
how the first book opens, right? Isn't that how Jurassic Park, the first book opens?
This is pulled right from the book.
A lot of stuff is not.
Except the little girl is not just fine.
Oh, no. Hammond comes on later. Yeah, Hammond comes on later and goes, "Oh, yeah, she's fine." I'm like, bullshit. Read the book.
Yeah. But did you see
scream like that if the little girl just has a bunch of little...
Did you see the ocean that they were sitting next to?
Yeah.
How the hell did they get all of that equipment from that yacht onto the sand?
Also, what kind of parent says, what kind of trouble can she get to with these, 8-foot waves crashing against the shore, jagged rocks and...
Yeah, that was a little rough to deal with.
I started questioning Spielberg's choices from the beginning of the movie. Like from the very beginning, I'm like, why are you showing me? Obviously, it's visually stunning, but it makes no sense. And that's a theme that he returns to again and again. Visually stunning makes no sense.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Interviews for this film with Spielberg, he lost interest almost immediately with this film. It just
this is after his big break, right? So he did in '93. He did the big trifecta or maybe it was just 2 movies. But anyways, Schindler's List and this massive movies.
The first.
Yeah. That's what I meant. And then he takes a sabbatical of sorts. He didn't make any movies between then and this. And it just feels like you phoned it in. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm full Dunaway on this one, except we're not talking about Minority Report.
Yeah, no, I watched a making of, love finding the making of stuff that was included on the original DVDs when you got Lost World on DVD. And even his description of it's a good summer action film.
Do I have to be here?
It's looking at a mole on his wrist or something while he's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
But one of the things that was really cool in that making of, and what makes it worth seeking out on YouTube, is the original ending wasn't going to have this shoehorned let's get him to San Diego and then immediately send him back thing, which should have been an entire movie in and of itself.
Yeah, that's I've always thought that. I'm like, the movie should end here when the T-Rex walks out into San Diego and just go, okay, let's end it.
And then let's give a whole movie to dinosaurs in the city. But the original ending, or the original third act, was going to involve a pterodactyl attack with a helicopter, and they show all the storyboards for it, and it's like, oh, that would have been really cool.
Isn't that part 3?
Do we get that in part 3?
I don't remember what happens in 3.
I'm trying to remember. It seems like we did. Maybe I may be confused. So much Jurassic. Look, I made the mistake of going last week and seeing Rebirth. We're at a time where this is the second week of Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah. That's why we're sacking this right now.
That's why we're sacking it right now. Yeah. So, I watched it, and going back, I watched it first, and I came back and watched The Lost World, and man, do we make movies better? Even when Spielberg's not interested? I don't know. I'm not crashing on the other one. The other one's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Rebirth is fine. It's it's kind of on par with what all of the sequels have been. The first one was just great and broke so many, planted flags and so many landmarks, basically, to say, here is what we can do. Here is what we can achieve with a mix of CGI and practical monsters and animatronics and stuff like that.
Changed movies forever.
It did. And then it's like you're saying, it feels like he just said, if we give people more of the same, we probably don't have to work as hard on it for the next one.
Yeah,
and it feels like there have been varying degrees in the sequels of how hard they really want to work on story compared to just the action.
I mean, it's a Jurassic Park movie, so it's got a formula, right? And so you just stick to the formula.
We shouldn't be able to say that, though. We shouldn't be able to say, it's a Jurassic Park movie. I mean, I want to get another movie where it's like, oh my God, this, for a Jurassic Park movie, they really figured out how to make me care about the characters. We get a whole bunch of characters in this movie outside of, Vince Vaughn and Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, that are put there for us to care about. We don't care about any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I really didn't care. I cared about Toby a little bit from West Wing, but he died in nasty ways.
Toby came with the first group. Everybody in that second group in the helicopters was like, who cares about any of these people?
Oh man, Eddie Carr's character, Richard Schiff, he is. Oh man, watching him do the rope shuffle during that whole scene. That's just one of the most yell at the screen type moments, and I love that in horror.
No,
it's
Schiff's awesome.
like give me a reason to yell at the screen, and boy, he does it.
Well, and there's also
a
history of sequels being great because you already have the backstory told, and all the audience knows it, right?
Right.
So that's why we like Wrath of Khan, Empire Strikes Back, Winter Soldier. We like these movies because we don't have to be given all the backstory. We can jump right to the action. Yeah. And this movie, for some reason, Spielberg's like, no. I want to give you all the backstory again. And I was so freaking bored by Ian Malcolm, of all people, going to confront Hammond at his mansion. Yeah. I was like so bored. Come on.
And it wasn't like it'd been 10 years since the first one.
So it was like 3. They said it was 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, we remembered. You didn't need to recap. We're fine. We're fine. We're scarred. We haven't forgot about it.
No,
I don't know what. And Spielberg, by the way, his worst movies are those kinds of sequels. Crystal Skull is a great example of probably his worst movie that he's ever made, where he didn't lean on the benefits of it being a sequel for some reason.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Sometimes I think these things just need time. So as we churn these out now, we have modern Jurassic Park movies, and to tack onto what Ibbott was saying about those, they kind of are samey. They're not, they lean a lot into so that we all feel nostalgic.
And then right into my veins.
Right. That song is amazing. It's the greatest theme he ever did. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff's true. But there are times where I wonder if a big break like you got with the Planet of the Apes movies is what a series like this would need.
Fury Road.
And the right people. Fury Road's another good example. You give a huge legacy sequel span of time. Problem is, won't be dead by then. But 30 years from now, let's say there's a resurgence, and they're like, we're remaking Jurassic Park, and it's this new take, and this auteur director, kind of Matt Reeves, what he did for the Apes movies, and you create a whole new take, a whole new feel, a whole new everything.
Right. Give it to Dan.
I love
give
that.
it to Dan Trachtenberg and set it in a different time.
Yeah, like give it to these young directors, give them a new take. And these are directors that grew up with the stuff that then inspires them to do these remakes. We've seen it time and time again. The entire Marvel universe, MCU, is on the backs of a bunch of Gen X dudes who grew up with these comics and wanted to see it to fruition.
That's when it works the best. But all of that is really just fans and even the film directors who love the content. But the reality is money. Right, that's it's like we're not leaving the money on the table. What are you kidding me? We've got a hot franchise. People are jonesing to see it. Let's go screw it up.
Yeah,
come on,
let's go mess this up, everybody.
Look at how great Alien Romulus was, because it bucked the trends of all of the previous films, and which are all good. Yeah. I'm certainly not saying it's followed the trajectory of Jurassic Park, but you've got a story that kind of turns everything on its head and doesn't involve somehow a secret Weyland-Yutani double cross. You've got people kind of coming into this alien thing, not really knowing what's going on in the alien world. Give us something where maybe it doesn't have to be a lame Real Housewives of Yacht World family, but some people who stumble on the island and set it between Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, who stumble upon Isla Sorna or Isla Nublar or whatever, and either they're shipwrecked there or there's some problem. They have to dock for a little bit, and they don't realize it's covered with dinosaurs, and they have to fend off. They have to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
Speaking of rebirth and sequels, did you know Gareth Edwards was 40 years old when he made Rogue One?
Yeah.
That is
I didn't know that.
astonishing.
Wow, that's great.
Very young for a director to have such a huge hit sequel.
I like
right?
him a lot.
Yeah.
I think Gareth Edwards is great, and I think he's got an eye for this stuff. I just think, I don't know, you guys, the Alien comparison's perfect because that last Alien 4 Resurrection was 1997. Speaking of the era we're in, and it took them that long to do it again, right? So, and they got it really right. Like Romulus, in my opinion, absolutely nailed it. And so, you could make the same argument about Trachtenberg's take on the Predator and how much time passed and how it just petered out before they quit making them. And that's the worry with all these things, is the worry with anything coming out of MCU. You're like, just, don't make these mistakes. Don't spend all your goodwill and then end up with something ridiculous and go, why the hell did we make that? And then have to wait 20 years to do it again.
With every one of those, you push audiences further and further away to, ooh, this is one I need to see in the theaters, to, no, I'll just wait for it to come out on the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
But with all we've said and kind of crapped a little on The Lost World Jurassic Park, I got to say some of the scenes in it are some of the most memorable scenes for me. Like
two
being,
in particular. Yeah.
Is one of them the hanging in the train truck science lab trailer?
The whole sequence of on the glass, the little spidery, the sound of the glass cracking is
vertical adventure of things happening.
And you're just sitting there looking at the rocks, crashing down below.
And who shows up? Richard Schiff, action hero. Richard Schiff,
right. with a pulley, or pulley rope and stuff.
He's the best performance in this. I'm sorry.
Yes, he's an action star. It's amazing when he shows up in that scene.
He tries helping him right up, like even with the two T-Rexes on either side of the truck, he keeps on helping them until he is literally ripped in half.
Never panics. Never panics.
No, he's like in a permanent state of panic. So panic meant nothing to him.
My secret to not panicking: I'm always
panicked.
But then I have this huge question in the middle of that scene that ruins it for me, which is when did T-Rexes start taking a 5-minute smoke break?
They had to get the baby back to. They had to get the baby back to wherever they needed the baby to be, and then they decided to come back for revenge.
You think they were having this? You think they were walking away and having discussions? Well, I've told you not to. You should have stayed at home.
You march right back there and you give that guy the what for.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you.
Plot reasons.
Right, I'm gonna go with you. I want to watch.
Let's go abandon our baby again.
It's a very toxic relationship. That T-Rex relationship is exactly.
Oh yeah, man.
It just really upset me that they vanished for the perfect amount of time. That was exactly how long they needed to smoke a clove cigarette, and then they're back. They're back and they're
some plot,
just as angry.
Yeah, it's plot bullshit, is what it is.
Yeah,
and the problem is that we see it, and I know there can be a lot of plot bullshit, but sometimes directors can, including Spielberg, is a master of this, can have you completely distracted from how you should have parked your brain on an issue. You can just go with the flow. But in this one, I just went, oh, man.
I feel like the kid, like Kelly, Ian's daughter, I felt like, for the most part, she stayed in line with what you would expect from a kid doing that. But like Julianne Moore's character, where she's supposed to be, I guess, an animal behaviorist. I'm not quite 100% sure what science she's supposed to be, and I'm sure they said in the movie. I just didn't hear it.
She's Clarice. Hello, Clarice.
Stuff like not knowing that maybe she should get rid of the jacket with the T-Rex baby blood on it. It's like it's not drying. Well, then get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because you definitely know they're hunting you and stalking you.
Right.
And why were there so many people sleeping while so many people were standing over them in the dark?
I don't know, but it was a fantastic scene having that T-Rex silhouette.
Yes. It looks really good.
It looks fantastic.
I just don't understand what's happening. We have so much of Jeff Goldblum standing, and he's got his chin dipped, and he's just kind of staring. And I'm like,
it really requires
there's
stupidity.
a person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It really requires stupidity.
Nonsense.
Yeah. For a horror movie, you got to have stupid people, right? And so you've got a bunch of scientists, but they got to be stupid too.
Well, at the point, I don't know if I call this a horror movie though. I mean, I know it's got horror tropes in it, but it's more like
why do I have nightmares every time I see one of these?
Well, that's a you thing. To me, it's just it's an adventure movie that has horror elements, and I think the first one did it better. You know, and then there are people in here where you're like, oh my gosh, Pete Postlethwaite is in this.
Postlethwaite.
Love that guy. Bring him on. Let him do anything. He can do whatever he wants.
What did you call him, Ibbot? Timu?
Timu Croc Dundee.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Obviously not Australian, but
I'm
gonna hunt. I'm the second greatest hunter of all time.
Yeah, the character you mean though, because the actor's like an all-timer.
The character. I mean, I would watch 1,000 Pete Postlethwaite movies before I watched one Croc Dundee.
I'm with you.
His name was in my head right as I started saying that sentence. And then,
Paul
Hogan, thank you.
There you go. I've been doing a lot of that this weekend for some reason. I don't know why.
I did like his character though, because he does finally have enough. And after he loses his AJ, his lover, I'm assuming, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm out. I've seen enough death. I'm out of here. I'm
Again,
back."
Deaths mostly happen off screen. There's so many of them in this movie. It's really replacing the guns with flashlights in ET for me. It's really that level of offensive that this movie won't show me what I want to see.
Yeah.
Not just the deaths happen off screen, but even some of like the Stegosaurus's attack at the beginning with their swingy tails and stuff.
Yeah.
They attack Julianne Moore in the log, and then it cuts to Toby, who says, "Oh look, they're going away now." And then, they're gone.
There was a lot of there was a lot of moments where I did feel like I'm just watching actors stand in front of a green screen, blue screen.
Right.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, they're not really reacting the way I expect them. Also, who else spent like at least a good 5 minutes trying to calculate the math on how a T-Rex killed everybody on the ship and then was back in the hole when it crashed?
Then he fell back in the hole, and then the dude in his dying breath grabbed the closing mechanism. And
okay.
I mean, it's the only way I could explain it. But
that right there would be a great action sequence to actually show the audience.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yep.
But then,
exactly.
But then they'd lose the whole like, all right, the ship's coming. Oh, why isn't the ship slowing down? Why is the ship not slowing down? The ship is not slowing down. Crap.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that long moment where I was led to believe that a dinosaur was steering the ship. I really
with his little T-Rex arms.
Yeah. I did not want that. They took that away by showing you a severed arm hand on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this was much more fun my way.
And I'll tell you why that annoyed me. So there was a hanging arm in the first movie. It was Samuel L. Jackson's, and it made sense because raptors are small, they're a little more nimble. You know, they can get shit done in small spaces. That captain's quarters, the freaking bridge of this thing, is this tight, tiny little freaking dangerous catch space. There's nothing in there. And there's an arm hanging perfectly from the wheel holding it, and no other damage to that thing.
No T-Rex size hole.
No.
We've seen they can eat a Jeep in a couple of bites, right? We watched Richard Schiff get et. I mean, come on, that's how
precision biting of I'm just going to take the body and leave the head.
It's like he was Soundwave. His chest opens up and a tinier version of himself comes out and does stuff in small places. It was so annoying to me. Those kinds of things. See, this is where and Crystal Skull's chock full of this too, and this is where I get beef with him. So, by the way, same with the one I don't like that some people do because they were kids, but Hook I think is terrible for the same reason.
Oh.
There's just a lot of like Spielberg spectacle without earning it, which he usually does. He usually earns the spectacle, but in this case, it's just like, There's an arm hanging there. Look at the trouble that happened there. Wait, how did a T-Rex not leave a single other sign that he was in there? Well, you just like that's how it feels. That's what they're trying to make my brain do, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I want to like it.
Torn.
I want to love the sequel. I do.
I am so torn. I agree with 100% what you're saying. But then again, how do you get the spectacle without just waving hands? I just don't know. I tried to think of different paths they could have taken, and I'm like, man, but I really would hate to have lost that boat ramming into the. That was just so.
That's intense. A cool spectacle, but there's other things you could have done to better earn that. And there's things, and all it takes is a quick shot of the captain getting, I don't know, somehow hurt from something that debris flew into the captain's thing, hit him in the back of the neck. He falls forward on the throttle. Now he's all the way to the thing. Like just a little bit of work to give some of that stuff sense, and then I'd be fine. I don't need everything handed to me in a platter, but some of that stuff.
Like a T-Rex.
Like, come on, you guys.
I just need things to make sense. If you're going to rampage around in a city at 3 a.m, you can't have people everywhere. That's just not. That doesn't.
Yeah. I also like Ibbott said in his song, talking about. I'm like, that T-Rex would not want that chlorine. Is that a saltwater pool? There's no way he would drink out of a chlorine.
Definitely,
pool.
yeah, exactly. Be like, oh, this is horrible. Like this could be. This is like the War of the Worlds thing, right? Where all of a sudden you figure out that the new bacteria that we have in the air is enough to kill aliens immediately.
Yeah.
I think T-Rex drinking chlorine.
Fell over. He's all like, he's laying on the ground going, oh god.
We found our weakness. We found it. You drink and you kill over.
Just kill over.
Life didn't find a way.
No,
Look at that.
Sure didn't.
I guess we didn't check the pH balance.
I will say that I said this online somewhere, but I think this is the handsomest he has ever been in a movie. He is a good look. Yeah. This is peak Jeff Goldblum physicality, like good look. He is a good looking man in this. I think he's a weirdo now, and I think he was a weirdo before, but right here, if I was a lady, I'd be like, Jeff Goldblum. Tell me about how that's a big pile of shit. Oh, yeah.
And everybody making this movie is in that effort. Like the costume, the makeup, the cinematography, it's all aimed at making him look sexy.
Yeah.
And like,
he's the star of this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh,
Randy?
Definitely. Yeah. Like Julianne Moore could have been anyone in this script. This script did not give that character a good reason to be like the lead. Yeah. It was all Jeff Goldblum.
It also sounds like she may have been in on that on your take, because according to the trivia, it says here Julianne Moore admitted she did this movie for 2 reasons: to pay off the exorbitant divorce settlement she had been awarded by her ex-husband, and to work with Steven Spielberg. And she admitted that she enjoyed herself tremendously after the fact, but at the time was just like, okay, I got it. Why would I turn this down? I got to go do this.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a little bit of scrutiny there, but
meanwhile, Vince Vaughn is back there having the time of his life.
Oh, he's having a ball. Doing stuff the real Vince Vaughn would never do, saving animals.
Yeah. I did love that Vince Vaughn brought. I don't know who suggested it. Lots of times a director or actors have this philosophy that you got to bring one interesting aspect of a character, and of course, chewing gum was the thing, and I'm like. Oh, who decided that was the way to go, being gum chewer?
Yep.
I'm like, no.
Right. Everyone loves a gum chewer. Everybody's into it.
I was a little bit mad that it was like when they were trying to patch up the T-Rex's baby T-Rex leg in there, and they're like, they brought all this stuff, but she didn't have any adhesive, so she had to take his gum. I'm like,
right. And so she says to him, spit in my hand, and he spits in her hand. What did you expect, lady? You said spit.
Was that the gross thing, Scott? Because that was real spit.
100%. No. 1,000% the grossest thing. There's no competition.
Yuck.
Gross.
It gets both clips. Because the minute he did that, I went, because up till that point, I was like, well, what am I going to give this to this week? None of this is gross. Like everything's rip a guy in half. I've seen that a million times. Yeah. That's just an effect anyway. Nope. Practical effect of Vince effing Vaughn spitting in her hand. Now, it's a funny joke,
working it up,
but it's so gross I can't laugh. It's just so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And she was wearing gloves, so good for them, but
still.
Damn.
Oh, that warm spit the heat soaking through the glove.
Dude, it's disgusting. It really is one of the grossest
it looks
things
like
we've
I
ever
gotta
seen.
throw these gloves away now.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give it this clip. I'll give it that too.
What is it about? Like, you could have something you do every day. Every day I walk the dog and I pick up poop in a baggie.
Yeah, you do.
And throw it in the proper receptacle. If you put that in a movie, if you show me someone picking up dog poop with a baggie, I do not like it. Why is that?
Why is that? Yeah, I don't know. That's a funny point. I don't know why we don't. We're not into it.
We don't like it. Not one bit. No, sir.
No, it's a weird thing, but I don't know. My biggest beef with the movie is really just not the characters, not the scenarios, not the scary bits. Like, there are some genuinely great spectacle here. Clearly, the technology had evolved over the last 4 years. That was on display. Where it was practical, it was good. You know, the T-Rex laying on its side while they're trying to sedate it in the thing. It's pretty good. You know, like
going through the tall grass and having the raptors, you know, cutting, like making a beeline to the group, but you can't see, like you just see the from the top down view. Again, second iconic visual from this film.
I agree.
But why didn't the raptors do that exact same thing to Malcolm's group? Plot
they were full. They were full.
Yeah. We're not hungry. You guys hungry? No, I ate Richard Schiff earlier.
Exactly. I'm good. Exactly.
What about the?
I ate headphones, dude. I was full.
Go ahead, Dunaway. What?
I had. You ever hear something in a movie and you're like, oh, I won't be able to stop saying that for a day. Whenever they said hi hide, do it. Jesus. Hi hide. No, hi hide. Every time they said it, I was like, oh Jesus, I'm going to be saying hi hide in my head for the rest of the day.
Really?
It's just it's so easy to it's just in the head. It's stuck there.
Did you do it? Are you saying it still?
Oh yeah, dude. Every time now, like for like a day and a half, I was like, hi hide, got to do the hi hide. Then of course it doesn't make any sense at all because how is that up there? Are you above the trees? Is there a scaffolding holding you up? I mean, that's dangerous. The T-Rexes are definitely going to knock that down.
Yeah.
What do you mean hi hide? Are you pulling it up above a tree? How does this work?
I needed that girl to stay home, and it's nothing against the actress. I just think it's lazy trope of the kids are in trouble. Well, yeah, you can do that better. You did it better 4 years ago. What are you doing here? She's not.
I was curious. Yeah, I was curious how that played. You know, the first one had a little family component, and Spielberg always likes working dysfunctional families into his films, right? And this one had a lot. This one had even the T-Rexes, you know, was their social function of parenthood and childhood, and I don't know. It got confusing to me.
Yeah,
it was like it almost felt water. It almost felt like the water in Minority Report. I'm like, you're showing me a lot of family stuff, but you're not coming along. No, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad? Okay,
right. You know, it actually it's bringing everyone back to San Diego that ruins it. And I'm going to just keep harping on this ending. It takes away so in the first movie you have kids in this very, very dangerous place, but you kind of accept it as a viewer because they're there. It's there.
Yeah.
And then like nothing else. In this case, you have a kid in a very, very dangerous place. And all I'm thinking is, well, when she gets back to California, the child protection services are going to take her away. Right. And then you come back to California. I'm like, yup, here it is.
Yep.
We're back. We're back to the real world. And you just you called it the lost world. Why are we back in the real world?
You're in the found world. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Some other interesting trivia. The vocalizations for the juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tex. Hey, Tex.
Tex.
They were baby camels when they would cry for their mother. They used that sound. Yeah. So that sounds fun. Pull a baby from its mother and have it cry and then record it and pretend that was an okay thing to do to a camel. Poor thing.
The adults sounded like complaining lions, and I did not appreciate that. I wish they'd come up with some better sound than lions.
Yeah. I mean, the T-Rex sound is iconic from Jurassic Park, so that one I'm cool with. Like, you can't change that. It's just too... Oh my gosh! Remember the first time you heard that in that first movie? It was just like, holy shit!
They're
two different Spielbergs doing these movies. I'm telling you, something's in the water. I can't explain it because the original Jurassic Park will go down as one of the most important and coolest and hold up movies you've ever seen.
Right.
And you even care about characters that are sidestepped. You even care about Newman and the bullshit he's pulling. At least you care about it. You care about where it's going, what's happening, what's this little shaver cam with the secret shit inside. Like, all of that stuff's just so much better handled. I don't know what's going on.
Go ahead.
There's a thing in that first movie where karma is working a very particular angle. And it's not always the case. There are innocent people who suffer and didn't do anything to attract the bad karma. But you can see the karma. It's very, very clear. So in this film, when this whole they get to the island and there's this whole group of bad guys, you're like, okay, karma's got some people to work on here. And it does. And so that makes sense. And then you come back to San Diego and there's people at a gas station getting killed by a dinosaur. And you're like, well, what did they do to attract this bad karma?
Yeah. It's karma, it's a really good way of putting it.
One of those guys, by the way, is the screenwriter, David Koepp.
Oh, really?
He's the one. Yeah. He's the one that is so laughable. I had to go back and play it for Tina because he gets eaten by the T-Rex as he's trying to get into the door, and it's.
That's that guy. I think I may have recorded it.
I hope so because it sounds like he's just off screen doing.
Oh my gosh, dude! I think that's him.
It's so bad.
That's wild.
You know what's fun to see in those scenes is the first car that is going 100 miles per hour backwards. You know what's not fun to see? The 8th car going backwards.
Just keep doing 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've seen worse movies than this. Here's a funny thing. I don't know if you guys knew this. This movie has been in a battle with Batman since the beginning. So this grossed $72 million domestically. It's in its opening weekend. That became the then biggest opening weekend gross in history, film history. So that broke a record set previously by Batman Forever in 95. Coincidentally, Batman Forever took the record from Jurassic Park 93, which in turn took it from Batman Returns in 92. Just constant Batman Jurassic Park fight over who gets the most money. Crazy.
Wow.
I was trying to figure out how Jurassic World Rebirth compared, because some people really, really like it. And The Lost World didn't make as much money because of inflation and but the ticket sales were way higher in the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah,
compared to Rebirth, and that led me down a whole thing of what are worldwide sales tickets like compared to 1997, and boy, I just went down all kinds of different ways trying to figure out how it fits in. It's I'm not 100% sure. It still doesn't like it did nowhere near the type of impact.
Well, it's like most sequels that aren't as good as the first one. They always have really great box office receipts for that first week, and then they peter out because they didn't match up with expectations.
People start talking.
Yeah. That's a little like what's a good example of this? Ultron was a good example of this, because on the heels of Avengers, they were like, oh, okay, well, the next one's going to do gangbusters. And sure enough, that weekend it was massive, because people are like, well, that other one was great. This will
be great. The first Avengers movie was great. This has to be really good too.
And that was a bummer, that movie.
It was a bummer.
It was a bummer.
I mean, it's not the worst MCU movie, but it's trouble. It might be.
It was at the time.
It might be even. I'm trying to think if there's something I like less.
It made $1.4 billion.
I know, it made a lot of money.
This is not the example you think.
No, that's exactly the example I'm trying to make.
The opening weekend. Yeah, because
opening weekend was huge, and then a big plummet from there.
Yeah, and they made tons of money internationally, but the point is that the lesser sequel got more money. Well, why? Well, because the expectations are so damn high. And then fool me once, fool me twice, or whatever. I mean, they got it right after that. What was Civil War was next?
Civil War was next.
That was pretty. That was pretty good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Eternals probably on the heels of everything else that had come out was probably
good example.
Lackluster compared to everything else, and I think by that point people were just kind of marveled out anyway.
Yeah.
But on its own, Eternals I think is a much better movie than people think. But as part of the greater MCU world, it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
But on its own, really cool movie.
I still feel like I should see Eternals. I still haven't.
Oh, you definitely should. Yeah, there's so much. I mean, it sets up all the things that you saw in Captain America: New World Order, and the adamantium of that giant hand sticking up out of the ocean, I think will become a big part of Secret Wars and Doom
future X-Men stuff, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I mean, I'm clearly just need to see it. I don't know what my deal
You just
is.
need to see it, and plus it's what's her face directing,
Chloe Zhao.
Chloe Zhao,
yeah, and
incredible direction.
I can go watch what's her name poop in a bucket after and remind myself. how great-
Nomadland,
yeah.
exactly. Yes, Francis McDormand pooping in a bucket.
Yeah.
It's Richard Madden parading around, and he's so good to look at.
Oh, everyone loves. Hey, he's a Stark for life.
Hey.
Love that guy. He got killed early in the Stark thing, but no, he was meant to be the true one king. People forget Jon Snow and all that. That's fine, but the King of the North should have been Stark brother.
Exactly.
There's another one here about let's see. Oh yeah, after the twin. I already told you guys about that. Let's see. Oh, maybe that was all.
I do have.
Oh, they had
I do have
two T-Rex models. These are the practical models, so not the CG, but the practical ones. 9 tons each.
Wow.
So due to their weight, the crew constructed sets around them instead of moving them to new sets. So anytime they needed the practical T-Rexes, they would create new sets around it as if the thing had moved somewhere, but really it was still in the same stationary place.
Huh.
Pretty cool.
We got to work around him.
Yeah.
Now, I did make a note about what I call a camp callback, which is when they're traveling in the interior, and they're trying to get to the base camp, and they stop at a gas station, and the raptors are chasing them after the tall grass, and everything in there is when they finally pay off all the callbacks. There's a scene early on where Vince Vaughn is calling for Sarah, and he uses her last name, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
And so Ian does the same thing when they're looking for Vince Vaughn's character, and he uses his last name. And then there was also the gymnast thing. They made a big deal about her being a gymnast. As soon as they said it, I was like, well, I guess she's going to be.
They cut you from the team, yeah.
Right? They cut you from the team. I was like, as soon as they said, I'm not even in gymnastics anymore, I'm like, oh yeah, she's totally going to use that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
She's gonna be swinging off a T-Rex by the end of this movie. I can feel it.
Chekhov's gymnastics mention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's funny.
The lucky backpack.
The other beef I didn't. Oh yeah, lucky backpack. Jeez. The other beef I had is this T-Rex in the first movie. They made a giant deal, scientifically anyway, about how the T-Rexes are essentially blind, and it's only movement and heat and smell that gives them any kind of sense. Otherwise, they're just blind as bats. These seem to be some really good eyesight T-Rexes in the second.
I don't know. They're doing a lot of sniffing.
Yeah, but they were also, they seem to be like, oh, we know where this truck is. We know to bang it on the sides. We know to do, I don't know. All that stuff.
It was a much bigger, they made a really big deal out of it in the first one. And so, they almost barely even mention it in this one. So you're right. It didn't seem like they followed their rules there.
It's fun to see the old sets from the first movie all shitty and overgrown, though. That's kind of fun. I like that.
You gotta lay some blame on Michael Crichton. He never wanted to write a sequel to anything that he ever wrote. He stated for 20 years he will not write a sequel, and then Hollywood money comes along.
Yeah,
and he's like,
the equivalent of Hammond came along and said, "You want to go back to the island?
I could write another Jurassic Park book."
But there's no writing your way out of something you've already stated. They stated in the first book and the first movie that these things were being bred to require a specific food, and if they didn't get the food, they died. And that was a control.
How'd they explain it? They said, "Oh,
life finds a way."
They just started eating more lysine-rich foods. Well, you didn't see that coming? They would just seek out the lysine? No? Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, life finds a way is very clever. And it does cover up all manner of ills, but you can't use it constantly.
It's Pym particles, basically. Life finds a way.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good way of putting that.
I love it.
I don't know if I love it.
I do love it, though. I love it.
You do love it? You love it.
I love it. It's so stupid that it's just like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah. You'll allow it, is what you're saying. You'll let that
because
one go.
I will say this: one of the first things that I noticed about this movie. I really feel like, even though we've shit on this movie a lot today, which is fine, You can totally do that.
Yeah.
I still think it's better than I remember it being. Like back in the day, I was like, I gave it hardly any credibility. I was like, no, this is the worst. But going back now, I found a lot of things to enjoy.
Okay, you enjoyed. You had a bit more enjoyment this time. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And I want to especially ride on the genius casting of the film. Like that is where this film is just entertaining as hell. Every little thing that Vince Vaughn does, and Pete Postlethwaite and Richard Schiff, and you just keep going and going. Freaking Peter Stormare is awesome. Like they underused. This movie is really, really well acted. For like Brian said, people standing in front of a green screen stare in this direction and look scared. That's amazing.
Yeah. There's, I mean, it's got stuff. That's the thing. It had a budget, and they spent it.
Spent it.
Who's our chief bad guy here? Is it Arliss Howard?
Oh yeah,
he looked Hammond's nephew.
He looked like Bob. Yeah. He looked like a young Bob Balaban to me.
Bob Balaban totally did. Yeah.
I thought that's what it was.
I think kind of a same age Bob Balaban.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, good point. But every time there was like a certain angle and there was a certain lighting on him, I was like, "That's Bob Balaban. What are we doing?"
Yeah.
Felt it. Same.
The whole movie we're calling him Evil Nerd. And of course, you're looking forward to Evil Nerd getting his karmic comeuppance, right? Yeah, and then when it finally happens, he walks into it himself. There's a baby in a freaking some kind of like arena. Some music arena that they've hung a bunch of nets in, and there's a baby in there, and he walks into it, and he's lit blue as he goes in. He walks in real slow, and he looks like he's going to his death. And it's so beautiful, and I'm just like, that right there. That's why you watch this movie.
Yeah,
that's right. Nailed it.
Amazing.
I agree. Well, all right. I've got some. I'm just going to go ahead and give it this here real quick. Kitty in the Sink. I'm giving it to the T-Rex's blindness. I'm just going to give it that.
T-Rex's blindness.
No. There's way more the establishment in the first movie that the raptors are really smart, and then they somehow don't get on the boat. What?
Oh, yeah. Well,
how did they?
Yeah.
They're just we just leave them on that island. They're back there enjoying their big buffet.
Well, and if it wasn't for that one scene, they were getting forgotten entirely, which was really wild to think because they were such the villains. They were such the surprise villains in the first movie.
Up until the very end, when they become the way that occupies the raptors, so people can get away.
Right. Exactly. And that's annoying. So. all of I mean whatever this thing when they leave and they take a T-Rex. I know the T-Rex is like everybody's favorite, right? That's the thing. Every kid,
everybody wants it. Yeah.
You ask a kid who's your favorite dinosaur, they're not going to go, I like the little turtle-looking one. No one's going to do that.
No,
the Friar Tuck one.
Yeah,
I love that in the movie. There, he was like, "What's it called? Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck. Go get him."
He made me laugh sometimes. I like Pete.
But the raptors in this movie are like Cillian Murphy in the subsequent Batman movies.
I don't know where you're going with this idea.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah.
Right? So Cillian Murphy is a thing in Batman Begins. And then in the next two Batman movies, Cillian Murphy's like, oh yeah, and he also is still here.
Right.
In this
he's still being crazy.
That was a very odd use of Scarecrow, no doubt.
Very weird.
You just reminded me of something I forgot. Damn it. I'll remember it later, and then I'll be mad at myself.
I didn't understand why they...
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Pete Postlethwaite, if you want to see his legacy, his son plays that long-haired, bearded deputy on Silo from the Lower Decks.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of a weird thing to know. But anyway, there you go. That was the thing I couldn't remember and then remembered.
Kind of a small role.
It's a very small role, but he's great in it. I love it. Yeah. I don't know. Season 2, he gets more meat on that bone.
My in-laws taught me that that entire series hangs on whether or not you can accept Common as the heavy. If Common works for you, then great. But if you just look at him and go, no, sorry, it's not gonna. That series is gonna be terrible.
Common scares the shit out of me, so it works for me. Yeah. I think if I was in a corner with Common and he was facing me down, I would get the F out of there.
I didn't understand why if they had Attenborough, obviously they could get him.
Barely.
Yeah, I know. They could obviously get the actor. I don't understand why and they had the two kids.
Yeah, I wish they'd have had all of them. That was another thing at the time. Remember that at the time going, wait, there's no
Yeah, whereas
I mean, I get it if you can't get Sam Neill and Laura Dern back. Sure, that makes sense. But I mean,
you got
if
him
you
for
have
the third one, right?
Yeah, they came back for the third.
But I mean, if you got Attenborough, he's already signed on. Like, I'll be in your Jurassic Park 2 movie, and you got the kids. It's like, yeah, we'll show up. And I'm like, then you find a way to just do that.
Then you've got to figure out. You got to shoehorn a way to say, how are we going to get them back to the island? You know, they're not going to want to go.
Oh man, Hammond would take no convincing. He is ready to go back to the island. The only thing that's stopping is InGen.
Yeah, but old man Attenborough it's a cameo. He's barely in this thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you have him and not use him?
He's practically
amazing.
bedridden, right? I mean, he's having a meeting with Jeff Goldblum basically on his bed, walking around that room. But.
Yeah, and he's got wires everywhere that are keeping him all hooked up to stuff, monitors and everything. So who knows? And he died shortly after this, I think, didn't he? Something like that. That actor,
right?
Probably.
And I mean, we did have Ariana Richards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They came back for little cameos and stuff.
Richard Attenborough died in 2014.
Oh, it was longer than I thought. Okay.
Oh, wow.
David's still around doing his nature business. He's 90-something.
Nature business.
94?
Attenborough made it to almost 91. He was a few days from his 91st birthday.
He was older than Richard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or David, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, David, yeah.
Here we see the female. Sorry, go ahead.
I would have buried him in amber.
It was the color of his energy, so it would have been the right thing to do.
There's some other really great performances by Richard Attenborough in his list.
Oh yeah,
like
great.
I had totally forgotten that he was in The Great Escape.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
That's a legendary performance.
Great in Gandhi, I think, or no, he directed Gandhi. What am I saying?
Right. Yeah. Yes, he produced it.
I thought he directed it.
Did he direct it too?
I thought he did. Maybe.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Even cooler.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's the Attenborough brothers, man. Name a cooler pair of brothers. You know, everyone talks about the Hemsworths and the freaking
the Barbarian Twins.
The Barbarian Twins.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, nobody's talking about the Barbarian Twins in the conversation of who are the coolest brothers. Maybe the Coens,
maybe sure
the Wachowski siblings. I mean, there's so many. If you don't say brothers, you've got a lot of great options there.
Oh, there it is. Confirmed. Richard Attenborough, director of Gandhi. Wow. I forgot about that. Well, I sort of knew it, but anyway.
I like it when brothers think they're the coolest, like Noel and Liam Gallagher. Like when they think they are.
Yeah, they think
that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah,
yeah, they did. I don't. No, they're back together now, right?
Yeah, they're doing the tour right now. They're actually, as we speak, they're doing a 5-night run in Manchester, their hometown.
How long till you think that all blows up because they still really do hate each other?
I think it probably already has blown up, but they're keeping it quiet so that people still buy tickets.
Gotcha.
And I think as soon as the tour is over, we'll find out that they haven't spoken to each other for the last 12 dates of the tour.
All right. Yeah. I feel right about your prediction. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it hasn't already happened just because those two are at each other's throats.
Just yesterday, I turned on an episode of 2.5 Men, and it happened to be the one where Emilio Estevez is visiting Charlie Sheen, and like they're former best friends in these characters, and of course, Charlie Sheen's brother is being played by John Cryer, and like you could just see that Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez are brothers. Like it's very, very obvious that they're brothers, and of course they kill off Emilio Estevez immediately. But I was just thinking, like, how cool is that to get to like hang out with your actual real life brother and act together. And
I assume they're having fun. I hope they're having fun. You know, you always worry a little bit about.
Are you having fun?
One of the brothers.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we know the one.
We know the one I'm talking about. You worry about that a little bit.
Which one?
Maybe they get along fine. Maybe they're super pally. I don't know. I don't know what they're like these days.
They are at work. They're men at work.
They are men at work. You're right.
We still haven't done that. We got to get on.
They're not. Are they garbage men in that, or am I mixing it with something else?
Yeah.
Okay. It is garbage men. What am I thinking of? Oh, Repo Man's where Emilio Estevez is a repo man.
Right.
Wait, what does he do in that movie?
Eating his generic peanut butter or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So underrated.
Or overrated, possibly.
Or overrated,
I think well rated, I think, is really where it lands for me.
I think it's
accurately rated.
It's a hard thing to pinpoint what that movie is so weird. That's one of the weirdest ones we've ever seen, I thought. That was a freaking weird movie. All right. Well, that's all well and good. Let's do
Jurassic Park 2 has led to me putting Men at Work on our list.
Let's
go.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I'm fine with that.
Well done.
Let's get into some. Let's get some clips going. We got those to do. They're here. They're right here, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and push play on the first one, which is that time I burn all the pizza rolls.
No, you're making all new ones.
Okay, fine.
Making all new ones.
Say the name.
Lost World.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Attenborough.
It still doesn't explain why it's called that.
No. No, you know what? Really good point. Is the book? But someone Dunaway or somebody says
the book is called Lost World.
Called.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it more clear in there why it's called Lost World?
Well, it's about the hurricane had wiped out Site B and they thought nothing was there and it was lost and now it's found.
Okay.
And I think it's also an homage to there was an old
Lost World.
Yeah, the old dinosaur movie, kind of like a 10,000 BC kind of thing. That's called Lost World.
Okay, gotcha. Here is Toby from the West Wing.
Could be anything. Could be solar flare. Satellite could be out of sync. Maybe she even turned it off. I need half air on the tires here, guys.
Yeah, you're living your last life.
Air.
Yeah.
Half air.
You're on your last half air right now, buddy. Just get ready.
Half. How do you fill something with half air?
I don't know how that works. Half air? Half, and then what's the other half?
Helium?
Empty. I guess they just
it's
fill the
just-
tires half full, I guess.
Right.
But
Yeah,
yes.
for
half the PSI. So that
Because
they-
half air
why?
implies that there's vacuum in the other half, and that doesn't work. So it would have to be half full. That's what you mean. Yeah.
I really did enjoy the whole sequence where they're getting ready to go to the island, and I don't understand why it wasn't more clear what they were doing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of fun to be had in the preparation in these movies in particular because it builds toward this thing, and you also know you're going to get John Williams blaring at you in the plane, and it's going to be great. And then you're going to see something huge and go, oh, and take off your sunglasses and go, I can't believe I'm looking at a dinosaur, and then everything goes to shit. Like the formula is great. It's just you have to respect you have to respect the footsteps to get to the journey, and I don't think Spielberg was just all that focused. You know.
Yeah.
Here's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, wildlife, combat, you name it. When I was with Nightline, I was in Rwanda, Chechnya, all over Bosnia. Thanks.
Such a high voice, so young, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. He hadn't even.
I liked that he was Hammond's secret weapon. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But it wasn't well explained.
No,
it wasn't.
I really didn't understand what Vince Vaughn's story was.
Yeah.
Right.
We just know he's a swinger. That's all we know.
Yeah. That's all you need
He's
to know.
so many. He doesn't even know how many he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote here that this is just not true, and I'll stand by it.
Where you're going is the only place in the world where the geese chase you.
Geese chase you all the time.
Exactly. Everywhere in the world
They're
you go,
real
geese chase
turds.
you.
Yeah, I saw a flock yesterday with the kiddos, and they chased us, and I had to block these geese from chasing a 6-year-old. So but Jeff Goldblum, Mr. Chaos, is wrong. He didn't get it.
Right.
What a big pile of shit,
on
just like
geese.
he would say. Just to coin his phrase, that's a big pile of shit. All right, I hate this line.
She doesn't even have Sega.
I play it again because I know Dunaway loved it.
that line.
You
What
even
are you
cut out the
talking
whole
about?
troglodyte bit, though.
Oh, yeah, I got rid of that bit. But the whole, she doesn't even have Sega. Come on. Don't even say Nintendo. Don't say anything. She doesn't even have video games. Say that. It doesn't have to be a brand. She doesn't even have Sega. What does that even mean?
That's what I would have said.
Would you? Because of your Genesis your Master
That's right.
System or whatever you had?
I'm team, yeah.
Well, I love
team
Sega. Don't get me wrong. I love Sega and I love Nintendo. But what I don't like to say is, do you have Nintendo?
Well, not in 2025, but in 1997, sure.
Maybe a kid.
It makes me feel like
she doesn't even have a Genesis, a Sega Genesis. Like that's so much better than doesn't even have Sega.
Yeah, I don't like that. To me, that smacks of product placement in the worst possible, laziest way.
We really don't understand what kids want these days.
Yeah.
Right. It just makes David Koepp and Michael Crichton and Steven Spielberg old.
Yeah.
You sound old.
Yeah, ask somebody. It's a Unix system. Freaking ask somebody. Who knows?
Anybody.
I promise you, someone can tell you. Don't just show Ned talking talking to a guy at a dock. This is from the first movie, but the guy at the dock on a QuickTime video that is playing. It's not live.
We see the bar moving across the bottom.
Yeah, it's a play button.
But I think you really, is every all these had to have something. And that's part of the formula. You got to say something stupid like it's a Unix system.
Okay.
So you think it's a hallmark of the series to
Kids
have
say
some
shit.
dated stupid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I think I disagree, but I'm going to let you have your...
I'd be so bummed if that were my legacy in a thing. Like, I'm in charge of making sure there's some dumb dated reference that won't hold up when people watch this in 5 years.
Yeah. If there's one thing I think this movie did better than the first movie, it is that glass bus thing.
Yes.
Because that really gets you, man. You're just like one movement to the left or right. I mean, you guys talked about it earlier, but it's just to reiterate, it's just so
an iconic moment from the film, and it's what we think of when we think of Lost World Jurassic Park as opposed to all of the other flaws that were.
And for me, it will always be about action hero Richard Schiff in that scene. And by the way, this is his run. We saw him on FilmSack for Speed in 94, Seven in 95, Tank Girl in 95, The Arrival in 96, this movie in 97, and Deep Impact in 1998.
Man,
what a run for Richard Schiff.
FilmSack run, man. That's awesome. I want to go watch West Wing again. Toby is the greatest character. So good.
Yeah.
All right. Here's even I knew this was Spanish, is what I wrote. Here you go.
Las cinco muertes. What does that mean?
No, it means the five deaths.
Yeah. Did everybody watch Sesame Street? We all know Cinco.
Yeah, I don't need 3 years of high school Spanish to know what that meant.
We all watched the Bill Murray thing with Gina Davis. Muertes is death. There we go. We're done.
But I do love the trope of you don't know what you're getting into. Let me let you talk to a local and let you know how shit's really about to go down.
Yeah, they do that.
This guy won't even park the boat.
Yeah,
that's how well he knows what's going on here.
Yeah,
but there's a language barrier, so we can't find out all the details. We just know he won't even park the boat, guys.
That's a fun trope because it's in a lot of Spielberg stuff, like a lot of the natives.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. The natives won't go near the. The place.
Yeah,
the thing.
Yeah. I love that. The place and the thing.
The place, the thing, the cave.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Enjoy the island.
Yeah, I love it. All right, here is another one. What is this? Oh, I forgot what Goldblum sounds like when he yells because he does it so rarely in movies. He's usually just like, but here he is yelling, and it's kind of a different world when he yells. A lost world, maybe.
Lost world.
Here it is.
Sarah!
Jeez, listen to that.
Sarah!
And here's a half Sarah.
Sarah!
There you go.
Sarah.
Yeah, he got interrupted by a dinosaur sound. All right. Ooh, what? Oh, this is another Goldblum moment.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's how it always starts.
That's how I think of him.
That's so good.
Yeah. Not that. Toby gets a voice crack because he's about to become the action hero Randy has been describing him as. So here's that.
Hammond said 2 teams.
Two teams.
All right.
I do like competing teams too, though. Those are always fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's Twister. It's Twister, right?
Yeah. Right.
Oh my gosh, it feels just like Twister now that you say it. Didn't think of it at the time, but that is 100%
Dinosaur Twister.
The Dinosaur Twister, yep.
Yeah.
And the other team's just cocky and dicks and
cocky dicks.
Cocky dicks.
Yep. Cocky dicks.
Yeah, I loved cocky dicks. I played bass for 2 years for cocky dicks. Here, it's Pete.
Do you want to set up base camp or a buffet?
A buffet.
I love it. He turned around, he pulled the little blind back and just rips into him.
Yeah, that was great. Take that, Bob Balaban looking ass guy. All right, here's this is when you get a second hard hit in Vegas. Or a second hand hit is what I meant to say. I put hard. Second hand hit in Vegas.
Okay, we're high, and this is the safest place you can be.
All right, there you go.
It's right to hide.
There's a lot of that.
T-Rex to eat you.
When you're high, you don't feel safe. So that's interesting.
I guess it depends on how high you are. I saw a lot of high people on my last trip.
That's true. Yeah.
This sound is pretty effective, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! Get me out of there! And don't design the next one to have so much damn glass in it. Jeez, what are you trying to do? So stupid. All right, here's a Goldblum UGG. There you go.
That's like my God.
That's something.
That sounds like a Prince. There, that's Batman.
Sexy.
Jeez, yeah.
Follow the screams is fun little moment. I apologize to everyone's ears who are listening to this right now.
Follow the screams.
All right.
Yeah.
Can do. When I see a spider in the house, is what I say.
Shoot it. Shoot it. Tell them to shoot it.
Okay.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. That's what it's from. It's like from the first one. Shoot her.
It was shoot her.
Shoot her. The first one has so many memorable lines like that. Oh no, that was Indiana Jones. I hate snakes, Jock. I hate them. All right, here's the final one. Can Jim still hear me?
Jim, can you still hear me there?
Yes, I can, Bernard.
I hate news and movies.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I hate it. Yeah. It's so bad. You know what? Points to the new Superman movie. They do really good reporter on the scene commentary.
They do. Yeah.
It actually works really well. And one of them is related to Christopher Reeve, which is nice.
Oh, they're nice.
Well, there you have it. That's your stuff. Let's do the checklist. Time for the Film Stock checklist. You should have had less glass in your science van unit thing. Check. The second time is not the charm. Check. And finally, Julianne Moore was way too chill in this. That's the thing. I felt like she just was way too chill.
Yeah, I love the introduction of Julianne Moore where she's just also standing very nearby and they haven't noticed her yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, gosh, she has an aura of vanishing.
And I love her. She's a great actress.
For sure.
It's just such a throwaway role.
That's a trope, by the way. The character was wearing an invisibility cloak.
Oh yeah,
you know that one?
Yeah, I like that one. And she, I don't know, she seemed like trouble. Just don't be having. I don't know what it is. Don't be your girlfriend again, is what I'm saying. Ian Malcolm, Stay away. All right, next up. She didn't even have Sega. I don't know if you guys heard that. There's no Sega.
Sega.
Yeah.
And thirdly, I already did it. All right, Star Trek Connections. Let's get into it. This has got to be at least, I'm going to guess 3 is what I'm going to
There's
guess.
a lot of small fry here, so I'm going to give you 2 of each.
Okay.
Right. So for Star Trek, we have Gino Silva, who played the barge captain, the one who doesn't want to park the boat.
Oh, right.
He was Senator Vrax in an episode of Star Trek Enterprise. I also want to point out Harvey Jason, who played AJ. He was in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation.
He could swap his names around and be just the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Jason Harvey Jason. It won't matter. Yep.
Nope.
So then I've got 2 Marvel connections for you.
Oh, sweet.
David Koepp, who wrote this thing, also wrote Spider-Man. That's it. Spider-Man.
Just the first Raimi one?
The 2002 Spider-Man. And people always say Sam Raimi, and I don't think they give the writer enough credit.
2002 is the second one, though, right? Or is that the first one?
The first one.
Oh.
The first Spider-Man. It's just called Spider-Man.
I got my years wrong. I thought that was a
2000.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? It makes sense because remember they had the Twin Towers and then they fell and then they took it out.
To redo the poster.
Yep.
David Koepp needs some credit because that's a great written movie.
Yeah.
It is.
He's done a lot of other shit, but yeah.
And then my other Marvel connection is action star Richard Schiff. He played Eddie Carr in this, and as you know, last year he was the Secretary of State in Wakanda Forever.
That's right. Was he also in the first Black Panther or no? Can't remember.
No,
okay.
If you haven't seen it, Wakanda Forever. Fantastic and a great setup for watching Ironheart.
He also wrote Rebirth, the new one. Sorry, Kep. I didn't mean to go back to the other guy, but Kep wrote that as well. He also wrote that black bag thing that you really liked. It
was good with the Fassbender and that was
Soderbergh
good.
director. He also wrote
very well written.
Dial of Destiny, The Mummy. That's a terrible movie. Let's see, Lego Jurassic World. He wrote the video game.
Oh,
or was it just that it was based on?
Oh, original film screenplay by. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And then he wrote The Little Engine That Could. That's great. Good job, David Koepp.
He wrote a movie I've never seen, and I really hadn't ever heard of it when I was looking him up. That's called Stir of Echoes. Stars Kevin Bacon.
Yes, you should buy that deal.
Is that in the Lionsgate deal?
Yeah.
I'm having such a hard time not getting it. $25
I know,
for
it's
all
stupid
those things.
cheap.
50 cents a movie, and you know, a third of them are garbage that I'm never going to want to see.
Some of them look great though. And well, some of them I know are great. I love, Dread's amazing. Look that up at home if you don't know what we're talking about. Actually, Dunaway, where'd you find it?
Yeah, this is Fandango at Home. Is the Lionsgate 50 movie spotlight collection. Usually $50 right now, $25. Got like Hacksaw Ridge. It's got Dread. It's got The Last Stand. It's got that Jason Momoa. I mean, so many bad things, but also so good.
Okay, a real quick question about the Stir of Echoes thing. Oh, it's directed by David Koepp. Okay, and written and directed.
Maybe that one's not in there. I thought it was in there. No, it is. It is in there. Stir of Echoes. It is.
Is it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see it because it is Kevin Bacon's look mean at you phase.
Yeah, and he's.
Dude, I love that movie, Stir of Echoes. It is a wild ride.
I'm also going to argue this was him at his handsomeness. I know I'm really focused on handsome people today, but look at this image of him.
Handsome time.
Here he is from the movie. That's a Kevin Bacon you wouldn't mind rolling around in the hay with right there.
Yeah. I'm hearing all kinds of stirs of echoes.
Yeah, something's stirring somewhere. I don't know what's going on. These feelings. These are new feelings for me. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Jump back. Let's get to, thank you for those connections. Let's get to the soundtrack grade. I'd give it a BP for the best part. It is always amazing. That soundtrack is an all-timer and will go down as perhaps the greatest thing that John Williams ever did. So
there was a moment in this movie, and I don't remember what was happening on screen because I closed my eyes, and it sounded so much like Star Wars that it was uncanny. And I just realized, it's okay. He doesn't have to have something wildly different all the time.
Right. No,
right?
I agree. In fact, it's often better when it isn't. Like stick to what makes us love you. And we love him, and he should live forever, but he won't. And we shouldn't even evoke his name. He's old. I'm scared now. What we've done.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, that's what I would give that. Social media posts. This is where you guys get to sum this damn thing up in 280 characters or less. You get a little more characters. Let's start this week. Oh, I don't know, with Randy.
The Lost World. Why did they even call it The Lost World? Why is there suddenly a different girl? Malcolm's back with all his ums and uhs. And a surprise daughter. Why? Just because. Island number 2's a death factory for the corporate stooges especially. Then, plot twist, San Diego takes a hit. But stick the landing? No, this ending's shit.
No.
I agree. Let's move over to Dunaway.
The Lost World, Jurassic Park, like the first one, but with more T-Rex family drama and the waning interest of Spielberg. Hashtag Jurassic no spark. Or she doesn't even have Sega.
Oh, that's fine. I'm putting this between everything we do today. Finally, Brian Ibbett.
The Lost World, Jurassic Park. This film is the first mediocre idea in a long, sad history of mediocre ideas, and I want to be here for every one of them.
That's right. Hey, you know what he's good at? He narrates the 2 Jurassic Park builder things, the video games.
Yeah.
And he's the only person from the series that does, but Goldblum.
Oh, it's like the Roller Coaster Tycoon style game,
yes,
right?
yes. In fact, it's those same people make Roller Coaster Planet. They're the same people. They're really good. You're managing your own Jurassic Parks and getting DNA and starting from nothing. It's not like a scary, oh no, they're rampaging and killing everybody. It's more like this is a successful enterprise, and he's always narrating it and going, well, we don't know. It's really great. Like, I highly recommend, even if you just see some video of it, some of his best work, and he's just a damn video game.
It's great.
Anyway, well, there you go. Nice job. And we now move from there to the alternate titles, which were just handed to me. And they go a little something like this. Jurassic Park, Bring Your Kid to Work Day. They didn't like that title. I get rid of it. Or finally, Great Things Come to Those Who Postlethwaite.
Oh, smart.
Or dumb. You can say dumb. Filmsack@gmail.com is one way that you can contact us here on the show. We like to read emails from you fine folks. Jamie G wrote in. I think Jamie may have used the form on the site, which also works, so use that if you'd like. Over at filmsack.com. His email has a subject that said, Coming of Age Movie Roundtable Comments. We keep getting stuff from these. This is one that hit for people. Yeah. Anyway, it says, I was just listening to the Coming of Age Movie Roundtable. I wanted to mention that one, I would kind of consider Clueless to be a coming of age movie in the same sense that she comes to the realization at the end of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it. But 2, in response to how people overseas react to these movies. There is a YouTube channel called Jack and Dan React. They are from the UK, and they have been going through many of the early 2000 rom-coms and coming-of-age stories and giving their perspective. He wrote prospective, and wondering how things differ in the U.S. Thanks for all the content, and keep up the great work, says Jamie. That's an interesting take. Obviously, different viewpoints from around the world have an impact on stuff like this, and I wouldn't mind watching that. It's called Jack. Where is it? Jack and Dan React. So write that down.
I can't overstate how much I love videos, TikTok videos of people who grew up in a different place coming to America and trying the food. It just, there's something about those videos, man.
Yeah.
They're always funny.
They're always good. Yeah, I like it. We seem way more annoying when we do that, though. We go over there and do it.
Oh yeah, no. I would never watch. I wouldn't even begin a video of an American in Serbia eating the food.
It's like this punching up, punching down thing, but different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but we shouldn't be doing that. But when other people do it, we love it.
It's like we pull up on an island in our yacht and our kids with some servants. It's not good. It's
not. You're going to get eaten by the little ones. I assume that girl got torn apart. That's the only thing they don't.
Oh, in the book,
you.
It was terrible. In the movie, it was like she's fine.
She's off screen. She's fine.
She was just screaming bloody murder.
Right. The mom turns and looks and is like the worst thing she's ever seen. But no, she's fine. Totally fine.
That girl's okay. Let's get to a voicemail. This is Kronos on what he hears, and I'll let him explain. Oh, where did it go? Oh shit! Did it get deleted?
Uh-oh.
Hold on a moment, everyone.
It's in the Lost World.
Did I delete it by accident? Perhaps I did. Oh shit!
Let's have you give us your recollection of it.
Oh, I don't have it.
Tell us what you remember.
I remember. I do have the archive. Hold on a second. Here we go. Audio archive. Let's see. Lesson prog. Nope, that's not it. That's not the archive. That is okay. Here we go. I think I found it. Did I? Where's Kronos? Well, shit. Don't know what Kronos had to say, but I'm sure it was good.
What was your title?
Thanks for writing in.
You know what? I think I found it. I found it, you guys. It's good news. This is going like Randy's intro. What did I do here? Okay, I guess I don't have it. I thought I had it. Oh, it's a text message. That's why. And it's deleted from there too. Well, it's going great.
See, this is why I never delete anything.
Yeah,
I have 100,000 unread emails.
I screwed up. I don't know what happened there.
Kronos is a master of time. Based on his name, he's going to be able to go back in time, find that stuff, and resend it to us.
And I look forward to that very much. Thank you, Kronos, for doing that for us. It was very good, if I remember correctly. Oh, you know what? I kind of do remember what it was from the transcript. It was something about how he said three things that the three of us always say. So he said that I always say, that's the deal.
Right. Okay.
Dunaway always says... Oh, shit. I can't remember Dunaway's. Ibbot's was exactly.
Sure. It used to be, what was my old one that somebody like.
Used to be absolutely.
Somebody, absolutely. Somebody created a mashup of all my. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you replaced it with exactly. And Randy's was. Oh, I can't remember you two's. Well, there you go. That's an amazing email. Amazing reading of it.
Thanks, Scott.
That went great. As you can see here, that's a perfect place to leave your message and have us convey it on the show. So please do that. Voicecast.app/filmsack will get you voicemails or texts. And if you'd prefer to email us, filmsack@gmail.com. All of it's on the site at filmsack.com. And there's also a link there to our Patreon at patreon.com/filmsack. Why would you want to go there? Well, you might be like Pete. He's a brand new patron and happens to be the name of one of the actors who was in this film. So that's kind of cool. Pete joins us this week and gets no commercials ever. Pre-show content every week, monthly host episodes, and art in the mail. Don't you want to be like him? Sure you do. Go check it out. Patreon.com/filmsack. And thank you, Pete, for joining us. Our next movie is Live Free or
wait for it,
Die Hard.
Oh,
is it
almost?
Do I have to pick one?
Yes.
Okay. yes. You have to you can only do one of those two. I suggest the first one.
Yeah. Do the first one.
Yeah, I think I like that one. Because I can't change. If I take number 2, I can't change my mind later on.
No,
and say,
you can't
give me
take
number
number
1
2.
instead.
Again, you have to take a. No, well, you always say take a dump, but they don't mean take it done away.
Don't
They leave it.
Don't take the dump.
Gross.
Leave the dump.
Bruce Willis, Justin Long, and of course Timothy Olyphant in a very early villain role.
Yeah.
I like this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I almost picked it up yesterday.
It's the 4th Die Hard movie. We're doing something different this week. Just want you to know up front, we are going to inspect a couple of streaming services that we don't usually look at in the States, at least for FilmSack, where this movie is streaming on Fubo and it's streaming on FX Now, both of which are free. And we're just going to go see what that means.
Yeah.
Don't know yet.
We don't know.
We'll see.
But we're going to find out the good way or the hard. That doesn't make sense. What am I trying to say? The good way or the hard way?
I mean, especially knowing FX Now, man, that won't be around in a few days. Like the FX Now is a streaming service that's gonna die hard, I guess.
Oh, I just found out something fun about this. So this Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard, is directed by the guy who just made Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff,
really?
which I really liked a lot.
Yeah.
And so did Ibbot, I think. Right?
Len Wise Man.
Yeah.
I loved it. So, you know what? That makes me excited. He also did Total Recall, which wasn't that good, but whatever. The Gifted Swamp Thing was awesome. They shouldn't have canceled it. Oh man, Underworld Evolution. Never mind, that sucked. All right, moving on.
The Total Recall remake is awful. So,
yeah, but you know what? Ballerina's not. It's very good. High recommendation for Ballerina. He was meant to make.
That'll be on streaming soon.
Yeah, he was meant to make a Wick Off. Is that what they call those? A Wick Off?
Sure.
Spinoff?
Sure.
Yep.
A Wick spinoff is a Wick Off.
A Wick Off.
A Wicker Man. It's a Wicker Man, right? No bees. Bees. That's it for the show. That's going to do it. Filmsack.com for all our stuff. As I mentioned before, make sure that you go there. All right. For me, for Brian, and for Randy.
Just follow the screams.
See you next time.
Frog in Pants. If you're looking for something froggy smooth, find more at frogpants.com.
Hammond said 2 teams.